All right, so we are live for another client spotlight interview with my man Jason. Despite what the name says on Zoom, he's using his wife's computer. but Jason, I'm excited to have you on, man. I mean, just give the people a quick rundown, name your company, what you guys do, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Name's Jason Buck. I own Performance Tile and Stone out of the Kansas City metro area. I've been running my business for about, I'd say, 6, 7 years now, growing about 30% every year since inception. It's just a whirlwind right now. It's super busy. If you're a quality contractor right now, the time is to be alive right now because I'm getting 4 or 5 phone calls a day, just detailing come do my backsplash, come do my kitchen, can you wait 4 months? That's the big thing.
Yeah, especially right now. I know we're doing a
Especially
couple
right now. Yeah, it's
to help
just
you out with that. Yeah.
it's the
Um,
season. This is our Christmas.
right, right. It's kind of that unique opportunity. Absolutely. So I mean, walk us through it. Like what challenges were you facing like before you started working with us?
Just the quality lead flow in general. I think that's every sales company who involves sales. If you're not in a company that involves sales, then what are you doing, right? Every company has sales. So if you don't have the lead flow, if you don't have the lead generation mechanisms in place, you're going to be severely hindered in the future. Word of mouth's great. It only can go so far. But if you can reach the masses with a quality lead system like Eric can provide, it's you know definitely worth the investment because it'll 10x itself over time for sure.
I love
And
what you said there. You said even if you think you're not in the sales business, you are,
you are
right?
absolutely are.
My boss, when I used to work for a remodeling company back in college, like my boss literally like he'd always poke his head in my office and he'd literally say, at the end of the day, like we're just a sales and marketing company that
Mhm.
also happens to do really good remodeling work.
Right.
And like that stuck with me, like even us, right? We're just a sales and marketing company that happens to be really good at marketing for contractors,
Hmm.
right?
Exactly.
Uh, so yeah, no, I love that you said that. I know you're big on the sales side of things. I noticed what you said there too. Like the big focus was quality because you had no problem getting work, but I know you specifically are going after tile and you're specifically going after really really high end jobs.
Hmm.
So like walk us through that and like what you do and what you're looking for because you're not just hey I'll go do anything. You want specific high end. So walk us through that a little bit.
Well, at the very beginning of my career, I was that guy that would do anything. I would do a 20 square foot bathroom floor for $300. Now, when I get those phone calls, I'm like, I don't even, I have a hard time calling them back because I know exactly what their expectations are. They want to spend like $500 most and get it done. I'm like, if you want to wait, to the next of never, I can probably help you out. But yeah, so just growing your mindset, growing your vision of where your company wants to go over time. You have to start somewhere. Obviously, if you start, you're going to start on the low end. That's with every contractor. You're going to start on the low end. You're going to do the crappy jobs that no one wants to do, and you get those done in a timely manner, and you exceed your customers' expectations. You're going to go a long ways. If you have a habit of exceeding your customers' expectations, you're going to make it. Trust me. Regardless of the lead flow, regardless of that, if you can exceed everybody's expectations and your own too by pushing yourself, it's always going to be beneficial in the long run. Yes, does it take time to perfect your craft? Yes, does it take time to gather all the tools, all the equipment, all the marketing knowledge, all the background knowledge that you need to know to run a business? If you're bringing in more money than you're spending, then you're on the right track.
Totally. And yeah, I mean, for anybody watching right now, he's being pretty humble. I mean, his work is incredible. It's some of the best I've seen. I mean, this is some of the cleanest tile work I've ever seen. It's impressive. Like he's charging those rates for a reason. I remember one thing you told me when we first got started was like, you're like, I charge for estimates. I know we had to change some things around with the advertising and the qualification system and all that type of stuff. I mean, how are you doing that? Because everybody would literally love to be doing that. Like,
You've got to set your value right from the get-go. When you get on a phone call with somebody, you've got to let them know they're calling you. You're the expert. You need to let them know right then and there the expectations of what you think it needs to happen, and set those expectations, and find basically the main thing you need to find on any single phone call you get is what's their problem. They have a problem. they're coming to you with a problem. Because people buy, through emotion and justify through
With
logic.
logic. Yep.
That's just the way it is. So when you can dig deep into their problem and find their problem, you can start adding the value tab in your mindset moving forward on how to add value to their life by, hey, creating your new bathroom, your new shower. Why is your shower shitty? Because it's moldy and somebody did a
Mhm.
good job. It leaks every now and then. It's like, well, okay, well, that's your problem. So let me help you fix that, and I can show you how. That's where you just add value to everybody's life you meet through any of your clients or your friends. You just try to add as much value as possible. And if you can do that, and if you can do it successfully, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna go a long ways in this business.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I know you know it. I know you went through and took a couple golden nuggets away from it, even though you already have a really good process as it is. That's one of the things I'm always saying. I used to set appointments for a modeling company. For anybody that doesn't know, that's one of the things I'm really big on. Is like we need to get like a little bit of that emotional sell in there when setting the appointment, so they're excited. Exactly, it's just like you were saying that example about the mold in the bathroom is like literally an example I use in the program. And
Mhm.
that's what I used to do. Are you noticing any mold or mildew, around the caulking or in the grout in the tile? And I'd literally go through and do a quick little emotional sell on that so they'd be excited, just like you said, add value. Um, so I absolutely love that. I love that.
Right.
Um,
I throw in a few things like, if they need demo or reset the toilet, I can, obviously do those things. I usually try to sell them on like, oh, instead of going back with your wooden base that can rot over time near the shower, this brand new $10,000 shower, how about we put tile base around your perimeter of your bathroom so it ties in with the floor, so it goes this nice flow, and it's like, oh, it's an added value. I'm not going to charge you for that. Just if you want
yeah,
this done, I can throw that in for you, but here's what you're getting. So you have a long
I
list
love that.
of
I
items.
love that. Finding those little
Yeah.
things you can do to
I
where you
mean, it's in the price, trust me, but it's not. So that's just how it goes. So
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. No, that's awesome. I love that. That's a great little golden nugget there. Well, awesome, man, dude. I know like you broke our company record here at Pathfinder. You closed a deal in the first 4 days of our system launching. So like what for you, like what would you say was the number one thing that like helped you succeed in working with us?
basically the constant lead flow. You would have down weeks. I think the longest time we went without a lead was like a week and a half, maybe, and it's just like, okay, it takes time to get the snowball effect rolling with any marketing system that you generate through Facebook. It takes time. And unfortunately, people want stuff done now or yesterday, actually. So, if people can't be patient with that, then they're never going to make it in any business because business to succeed in business, you've got to have patience. But yeah, I think the first 3-4 days with our ad being up, we had like 3 or 4 leads come in, pretty positive leads. The first one, um, she wanted her bathroom redone. It was a small guest bath. She wanted it redone, and I'm like, we text back and forth a few times, and she gave me some ideas. I'm like, okay, this is kind of what you're looking at. I never really went and bid the job because, again, she wanted to avoid the $300 on-site consultation, which I basically
Oh,
every design.
so you closed this without seeing it? What?
Correct. It
Oh
was
my
all through text.
gosh.
It was all through
I didn't
text.
even know this.
Yeah, it was all through text. So she was really committed about doing this too. And the old bathroom wasn't anything special. You just had that
Sure.
fiberglass tubs around, and you had, a cheap worn down vanity with your vinyl in there. I think it actually was carpet in their bathroom. So it's like, oh,
Oh, yeah, that needs to be. Take that out.
so we kind of went back and forth on price a little bit. I can do it for this. I upsold her actually um, uh, a linear plank tile pan instead of like a small mosaic pan that you see. So an
Mhm.
envelope cut pan. It's like high end custom things that, and originally wanted to spend around 4,000. We got up to 6,000. I was like, okay, we can do this for 6,000. I can get it done a week and a half and be done with it. So that's kind of how it went. And
Dang.
yeah, it was
I
all
didn't
through
even
text. So
I didn't even
that's
know
pretty
that.
good. Mhm.
My man is
All through text.
closing deals over text in the first four
Right, right.
days.
Eventually, when we got the numbers dialed in, I came on site and obviously measured everything and made sure that I'm doing my due diligence to get the right product on site, materials, the amount of materials on site, and for her to grab the tile as well. So it all worked out.
Totally, totally. Well, nice. I mean, I know that wasn't like where it stopped either, right? Like you guys have continued, like you said, even on those down weeks where maybe we have a week and a half where we don't even get a lead through all the qualification steps because they just weren't really worth your time.
Mhm.
Like on, going through all that, going through some of the lull weeks or the down weeks, like walk us through like was there any mindset shifts or what happened? Like how did you stay in the game and continue to manage your pipeline and follow up and still just crush it throughout these last few months?
Yeah, so it's easy for me to kind of lay back and sit tight on and hang on with you guys, because I know if a week and a half goes by, I don't have a lead, that they come in flurries, they come in threes actually.
Yeah,
So
they do.
what usually happens is, week goes by, you don't hear anything, and then another half week goes by. Okay, you get one lead, and the next day you get two leads. It's weird like that, but it just happens in
You're
flurries.
telling me.
But it's easy for me to kind of be patient with it, because I know I've got a restaurant as well here, and we use Facebook leads as well, Facebook marketing to run our campaigns, and we just know that it just takes time. Patience pays off, and in every aspect of life, and not just business. So be patient, guys. It's worth the haul.
Absolutely. I always say, if you're coming to me and you need me to fix your business tomorrow, I can't help.
Right. Then you should have done this 2 months
You're
ago.
too late. Right. If you need me to fix your business tomorrow, it's too late.
Right.
Absolutely.
If
No,
you
I
can
hear
hang
you.
on for 3 weeks, then you might be salvageable. But if you need your business fixed yesterday, then you're kind of SOL.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
mhm.
Well, cool. I mean, I know everybody wants to know. I know you've only been working with us a couple months here. I know everybody wants to know. I don't even completely remember off the top of my head. What's like the total number? Because I know you're also splitting this with a partner at the time. Like, what's the total number you personally on your half of it you've closed so far?
So I closed about 24,000, 24 to, I think roughly, it was a 24 to 28,000, something like that. Materials are included in my estimates, so it's kind of like where it's the gray area is. But
Right.
yeah, we did like 5 leads now that have closed with you guys, about almost $30,000 worth of work coming in. That's pushed me out until August right now, and I've been busy since 1st of March, really consistently. So 1st of March through August isn't bad for a single guy doing his own thing and charging the prices that I'm charging.
Definitely. Because yeah, I know a couple other guys in Kansas City in that area, and they say Jason is not cheap. But
No,
like I
no,
said, for good reasons, man. Your
right,
work isn't absolutely incredible. It's incredible.
right. It's just I imagine myself working in my own bathroom, and how would I want it done? How would I want all my installs done in my own bathroom? That's kind of how I take my mindset into each estimate and finally into each execution of the project. It's like, okay, well, you got to start here, you got to start there, got to start there. But what am I going to do to ensure that this lasts a lifetime? That I can treat them to a lifetime warranty. That's what separates me. Obviously, using the products here like Schluter or any other products, high-end products that can, come with a lifetime warranty in most of their systems. That I definitely try to not install any of the cheaper stuff. So that's kind of where the price hinders on a little bit. They know what the customer knows what they're getting. They most times they do their background checks on me to make sure that I check out. You will not see anything less than a 5-star from my work whatsoever.
I was gonna say you don't have anything even
Don't roll
relatively close to less than a 5-star review.
I don't roll like that. If you're not happy, I'd rather give you the money back, and then start over than just leave it as is. If
100%.
you're not completely 100% satisfied with your project from start to finish, then at some point in the line you got to let me know. If you don't let me know, that's your problem. But if
Also
you
true.
let me know, we can definitely change it throughout the install and make sure that you're happy moving forward, spending $10,000, $15,000 on plus on your bathroom. I'm not gonna have you write a check to me if you're not happy. So
Absolutely. No, I love that. I mean, I'm sure people are sitting around watching going, oh my gosh, like who is this guy? Like incredible work, like nothing less. He doesn't have a single customer review that isn't 100% satisfied. Closing a deal in 4 days of a system launching. I mean, what, like, do you have any advice you'd give to someone that's like looking to set more appointments for their remodeling company, just looking to grow their remodeling business in general? Like, what advice would you give them?
Be the best at what you can do. You have a lot of things you can control, but be the best. If you are not trying to be the best in your area, then why are you even doing it?
Mm.
That's one thing that I take away from every job. Is like, if you're not trying to improve yourself on each and every job, be it layout, being execution, being materials, being whatever it is, if you're not trying to improve or be the best at everything you do, then you shouldn't be doing it. That's just the all or nothing mindset that I've got with all these remodels and yeah. So that's kind of and patience. Obviously, I hinted that a little bit ago, but patience in especially the marketing side is definitely a must. You know, and just knowing your numbers again, knowing your numbers. If you know you're bringing in more than you're spending, that's great, but how much more? You know, that's the thing. It's like, you know your numbers, you know your product costs, you know your material costs, you know what you need to bring in. Yeah, so that's just knowing the numbers and the patience, the marketing side. Again, patience, marketing side, and then just being the best you can. That's really the three things that any young business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you want to call yourself, needs to have looking forward. And obviously, you want to set goals for yourself too, from your first month in business to your first year in business to your first 5 years. What's your outlook going to look like? What do you want? How many guys do you want running with you? How many crews do you want? You know, there's a lot of things you can think about, but if you focus on those three things, you're going to be okay.
100%. I don't even want to add to that. That was amazing.
Good.
That was amazing. I got nothing to add to that. That was so good. Yeah, mic drop. Exactly. Awesome. Well, dude, I think we're kind of wrapping this thing up here. I guess who would you recommend comes and works with us at Pathfinder?
Any business that is struggling, you know, to get to the next step. If you're looking to get to the next step and assume quality leads and then take ownership of your area, basically, you want to take the ownership out of each other individual business. You want that branding to be on your side. You need your name out there. You need to be consistent with it. You need to deliver consistently. That's what any smaller companies like me. I'm just a solo act. I used to have 5 guys back in the day, and it becomes a hassle. And now it's looking like I need to hire more people because, obviously you see my wrist here. It's not in the best of shape, but because I'm getting so old here. But
you're not that old.
But yeah, just you're starting out. You've got some experience. You need the lead flow. You need to start. You need to keep selling. If you're not selling, you're not making money. That's just really the way it goes. And if you don't have the lead sources, then you need to find them. And Eric's a great guy to talk to about that because he can help you out with that for sure.
Well, I appreciate the kind words, man. I appreciate them as always. Yeah, I think that's all I got, man. I appreciate you coming on, sharing all your golden nuggets. You got a lot of wisdom. So I'm sure there's a lot of things people took away from this. So yeah, man, appreciate it. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. We'll see you later.
See ya.